Friends, the story begins at a fragile turning point in the life of a 20-year-old boy named Seva, a struggling high school student weighed down by academic failure and constant disappointment. His grades had been falling for a long time, and his parents were deeply worried about what kind of future awaited him if nothing changed. When they decided to leave town for a few weeks to take a short vacation, they made a difficult choice and left Seva behind, believing that isolation and responsibility might finally push him to focus on his studies. As the door closed behind them, the house felt unbearably silent, and for the first time Seva truly felt how alone he was. With exams approaching fast and no solid preparation behind him, anxiety slowly began to take control of his thoughts. Desperate for help, Seva searched online for a private tutor and soon came across a woman named Anna, who lived not far from his house. Without wasting time, he went straight to her place. The doorbell did not work, so he knocked, and that moment marked the beginning of something far more complicated than he could have imagined. Anna, a woman around 50 years old, opened the door. She was calm, intelligent, and carried a quiet elegance that immediately left an impression. After a brief conversation, she agreed to tutor him. Anna was not only knowledgeable but also warm and gentle, and from the very first day she treated Seva kindly, trying to make him feel comfortable so that he could study without fear or hesitation. Slowly, she began preparing him for his upcoming exams, assigning him reading and writing tasks and encouraging him when he struggled. As the days passed, Seva completed his homework with effort and returned to Anna, who praised his progress. Her encouragement meant more to him than he expected. While she taught him, his attention slowly began drifting away from his books and toward her presence. He noticed the way she spoke, the way she fixed her hair, the way her expressions changed while explaining something. What had once been a simple teacher-student relationship quietly shifted into something emotionally confusing. Seva found himself thinking about how even after leaving her house, cooking alone, studying alone, and going to bed with his thoughts tangled in feelings he did not fully understand. The next day, when Seva returned for class, he found Anna struggling with a leaking tap and rushed to help her. She thanked him, and once again they sat down to study, but by now Seva's focus was no longer on lessons. What began as admiration slowly turned into attraction, and before he realized it, tutoring became less about education and more about spending time with her. He started noticing every small detail about Anna, the way she smiled, the way she got slightly annoyed, the way she laughed, and how easily she overlooked his mistakes. At the same time, Anna too began feeling drawn toward Seva, often finding herself watching him instead of the pages in front of them. Outside this fragile bubble, reality continued to press in. Anna's sister invited her to a birthday party and introduced her to a man named John, hoping she would consider marriage. John genuinely liked Anna and wanted to take her on a date, but Anna refused and left, confused and emotionally distant from the idea of settling down. Soon after, an awkward incident further blurred the boundaries between her and Seva, pushing their emotions into dangerous territory. From that point onward, Seva started finding excuses to stay longer at her house, asking unnecessary questions and steering conversations toward personal topics. His feelings grew stronger until one day he brought her flowers. Anna accepted them but asked him not to do it again. Yet emotions crossed a line, and neither of them could stop what followed. What began as emotional attachment soon turned into a secret relationship. They spent more and more time together, and with Seva's parents still away, he practically lived at Anna's place. As time passed, cracks began to appear. Seva attended a party with his friends, got drunk, and made a mistake with a girl named Lily. The next morning, guilt consumed him. He confessed everything to Anna, apologizing deeply, but silence hurt more than anger. Later, misunderstandings and jealousy drove both of them to make decisions fueled by pain rather than truth. Trust broke, tempers rose, and the fragile bond they shared collapsed under the weight of suspicion and regret. Eventually, Seva realized that no matter how intense their feelings were, the relationship was wrong and destructive for both of them. He chose to walk away, focusing on himself and his studies instead. When his parents returned, life slowly began to feel normal again, but the memory of Anna stayed with him. One last meeting made it clear that they both understood the truth. Their connection, though real, could never be right. A year later, Seva entered college, stronger and more mature. One day, he saw Anna from a distance. They exchanged a quiet smile and continued walking in opposite directions, carrying the lesson of a love that was never meant to last. Friends, if you enjoyed this emotional and dramatic story and felt connected to its characters and choices, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. What moment impacted you the most? And do you think Seva made the right decision in the end? Your support helps the channel grow and brings more powerful stories like this to you.